4 races to go in the 2023 B&L Karting Series season, and here is your starting grid for the Minimax and the Minimax Rookie Final on day 2. Here's your starting grid. Jacob Ashcroft pretty much has got no opposition to battle him for the championship, so he will effectively take the title this season. Felipe Reyes will line up alongside him on the front row. Alexander Van Meeuwen, Bran van der Weken, Maxime Becker, Jent Thiemunen, Vic van Kampenhout, Victor Reutz, Tom Reed and Lars Lambers. They complete the top 10. Completing the top 20, Lieke van Berkel, Finn Albert Jorgensen and Jack Freeman, Thomas Verheyen, Samir Paul, Maria Roberto, Ryan Rivers, Jakob Kubera, Rory Armstrong and Jonathan Falkenberg. Otto ran out the top 20. Jeff Verbeek, Pauline Van Praet, Leon Herbals, Zega Fransens, Benedictas Masiokas, Jensen Walker, Tristan Abeels, Daniel Ferguson, Tristan Shays ran out the 29 that will start. Non-starts, no surprise. Obviously, I discussed this earlier on with regards to Kieran Stewart and Vitek Kubera. Now, the two battles that I'm really looking at the moment, okay, Jacob Ashcroft pretty much has wrapped up the title. He's got a one, if things were to stay as they are, 102 points advantage, so no one can touch him. He will take the title. But it's the battle in Minimax for the Grand Finals ticket. The reason why, Ashcroft has already got one. Armstrong is close, Lambers is close, and so is Verheyen. There are 21, well actually there's more than that. There are 28 points separating those three, with Lambers leading, Armstrong second, Verheyen in third. Between Jack Freeman and Finn Albert Jorgensen, having done the calculations based on their drop scores, it really has come down to a significant margin, which effectively, taking into consideration, Jack Freeman has 88 points in terms of drop scores. And he has an 18-point advantage. Right. Let's close out the Minimax Rookie season on high. 13 minutes on the timer. And someone has already pulled into the pit lane. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that very, very shortly. So there is one driver that has opted not to take part. Finn Albert Jorgensen and Jack Freeman are on track. Ashcroft on pole, Felipe Reyes alongside. Lights are out first time. And a plume of smoke from the Rotax Max Evo engines exit out of the rear exhaust pipes as they go through the tram lines into turn number 1. Oh, one of the Sodi carts has gone a little bit wide. That'll be Jakob Kubera, and there has been a multi-cart incident off of turn number 3. As I've just noticed, that is the 105 of Tristan Abeels, who's actually, we've got yellow flags at Marshall Post 1, so one cart is not going any further. Tristan Abeels has just done the weirdest thing possible. Has actually come over the line now and is not the de facto race leader. So cut over from turn 3 to turn 11. The rest of the field now coming through. So leading the way, it is going to be Jacob Ashcroft. He'll be leading the field after the opening lap. Second, Felipe Reyes. Third, Alexander Van Meeuwen. Fourth is Alexander Van Meeuwen. Maxime Becker, Tom Reed, Vic van Kampenhout, Bran van der Weken. Rory Armstrong has jumped to 14th. So what has happened a little bit further back? So I've seen Maria Roberto. She's dropped all the way down to the bottom. I'm not too sure if that's her, off of turn number 3. So Tristan Shays might be the one. It was Maria Roberto that was involved, but I think she might still be continuing at the minute. So drivers making their way through out of turn number 11. So waiting for the timer to update. Maxime Becker is on the hunt. He sees the 3 in front in his crosshairs. So Ashcroft leads, Felipe Perez in second. Now Rory Armstrong has got himself up into 11th position at the moment. Now Lars Lambers, now they have just adjusted it. Yeah, Maria Roberto unfortunately out. So is Tristan Shays off that lap 1, turn 3 incident. So as things stand, Jack Freeman is currently sitting in 12th. Finn Albert Jorgensen has dropped. So if Jack Freeman stays exactly where he is the Minimax Rookie Champion. But the more, now I look at it, oh, here we go, Felipe Perez getting his elbows out. Up the inside of Jacob Ashcroft, gets through for the race lead. Alexander Van Meeuwen now sweeps to the outside through into turn number 3. Line is there between the top 3. Now, Felipe Perez, coming into this round of the season, was not even in the top 10. Oh, he's gone wide out of turn 6. Ashcroft pounces. Then a little bit of sidewall rubbing between Felipe Perez and Alexander Van Meeuwen. And there is a launch from absolutely nowhere. It's like he sent it from the Netherlands to get here to Limburg. Did Lars Lambers, through on Maxime Becker. That's 4th place. But with all the battling at front, this is going to bring it. Rory Armstrong is on a tear. The youngster from County Down in Northern Ireland, now up into 9th place. Ashcroft leads the field as we come across the line to complete lap 4 by 65 thousandths. Rory Armstrong currently in 9th. That'll net him 43 points. So now Rory Armstrong has got to go full bore. He's got to push. He's actually ahead of Lieke van Berkel. Look at the train, and Armstrong is towards the back of it. So this is perfect for Rory Armstrong at the moment. Looking at where is Lars Lambers? Lars Lambers at the moment currently P3, so that's 50 points for him. Armstrong's got to really push it. His dad Andrew on the spanners, his mum and his brother Ryan are also here in support of the young man who picks up the Irish GP plate at Nuts Corner at the Ulster Grand Prix this year. And now it's really kicking off. Felipe Perez back in the race lead. Lambers did get through on Ashcroft, but Ashcroft back up into 2nd position. This is pivotal on what happens now. Back through for the race lead goes Ashcroft. Lambers slots back into 3rd. And Rory Armstrong is absolutely chomping at the bit. Oh, touch there. That's now that is Alexander Van Meeuwen, and who has just launched over the top. That has changed everything. That has changed everything in this race. Top 3 have broken away as a direct correlation. So Alexander Van Meeuwen, I'm not too sure who that was. That's Vic. I'm trying to make out who the driver is. But that now is given a bit of a lifeline to Rory Armstrong to close on in the points gap to Lars Lambers. Thomas Verheyen down in 12th. And it was Vic van Kampenhout. Vic van Kampenhout, the 1-2-4 came together with Alexander Van Meeuwen off of turn number 7. That has put Rory Armstrong now up into 5th place. That's 48 points. Oh my goodness me. I'm getting palpitations round about now. So Rory Armstrong is right with Tom Reed. He makes up another position. It's going to be nip and tuck to the checkered on this one, because Tom Reed is about 1.37 seconds behind Lars Lambers. Now, Lars Lambers is the chief protagonist to Rory Armstrong. Tristan Abeels is out of the race on lap 1. Jack Freeman is ahead of Finn Albert Jorgensen, but the way things stand, Jack Freeman has enough of a gap. Wanted to finish it on circuit. Battle away with his rival. That's the way a champion does it. And now another change. Lambers still unable, no matter what happens between Felipe Reyes and Jacob Ashcroft. Lars Lambers knows that he's safe. And if he chances it to get through and makes a mistake, then that is going to cause problems for him. Now, is that Rory Armstrong I spot in 4th place? They're coming through turn 7 into turn number 8. And as they come down into turn 10, that is Rory Armstrong. Armstrong up another place. Armstrong now up into 4th. That's 49 points. Oh, it's close. Now, Rory, go get him. You've got 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes plus an additional lap. The trio at the front are squabbling, but the pace they are showing, well, Armstrong just took lumps out of them on lap time. Because they're fighting, Armstrong now has a bona fide chance to pass Lars Lambers on track. That is crucial. That is absolutely crucial for the young man from Northern Ireland. And that gap was 8 tenths, just over 8 tenths. It's not even 3. Armstrong has fought all the way through to now. Felipe Reyes and Jacob Ashcroft, they touch wheels sideways from Ashcroft. And there goes Lambers. Armstrong getting stuck in. Lambers uses the runoff area to escape drama. Armstrong now up into 3rd place through turn 12. Tom Reed's going with him. Lambers down to 5th. Armstrong 3rd. Jack Freeman now looking to battle with the likes of Lieke van Berkel and Thomas Verheyen, but Rory Armstrong has got him into the position he so desperately needed. And off, big time off. Someone went 180 backwards out of turn 4 and managed to get that car stopped and is waiting for everyone to go past. If anyone was to say to me, Alex Goldschmidt, you'd have a potential coronary in the final race of the season for Minimax, I would have told you I would very much snap your arm off and shake your hand and say, yes, I 100% agree with that. But whoever had that Code Brown moment coming out of turn 4 did the right thing there. So at the moment, Jacob Ashcroft looking to close out the season in the B&L Karting Series. He's picked up a clean sweep, both at the opening round at Genk and at Ostrikor, last time out. 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go, plus an additional lap. And Rory Armstrong was just given the biggest lifeline, but it's still not over yet. Ashcroft, Felipe Reyes and Rory Armstrong have just put significant distance between themselves and those behind. Armstrong, as I said, he's fought tooth and nail. He's also catching Felipe Reyes. 2 minutes to go. Could it be the fact that the youngster from Northern Ireland picks up a P3 here at the B&L Karting Series? Lars Lambers goes for 4th. He gets it on Alexander Van Meeuwen. At this point, Jacob Ashcroft will end up with 770 points this season. And looking at his drop scores, I've got that, well done to his dad, Barry Ashcroft. Barry, you get a shout out for this, because I noticed it a little bit last night when I was calculating everything. But Jacob Ashcroft, when you take away his 2 deductions, that's the first person I know of that has done a clean sweep of 14 victories, all 14 best scores, all maximums. That's unheard of. But we come down to the final minute. So now, Ashcroft first, second Felipe Reyes, third Rory Armstrong, fourth it's Lars Lambers, who puts in a stonker of a lap, a 59.521, but the 1:42 from Belgium will need to overtake Rory Armstrong to pip him to second in the championship and thereby secure a ticket to the grand finals. It has come down to the wire. Jack Freeman at the moment is looking very, very pretty indeed. The young man, the 193, still remember when he joined us a couple of years ago with Sodi Vitesse, and look where he is now. A completely different character. Now 9 years of age, has a mouth on him. I know his mum's going to be laughing, along with Bethany, his older sister, who's also here. But the timer is now fast expiring. Now the clock strikes 0. Final lap this time underway. Jacob Ashcroft away, 1 lap away from a perfect score. Second is Felipe Reyes. Rory Armstrong, you have to hold on for a little bit longer, but he isn't. And the thing is, oh dearie me, I'm getting palpitations. Lars Lambers in the meantime actually passed Rory Armstrong for third place. Jack Freeman battling away with Thomas Verheyen. He's got the likes of Maxime Becker and Tom Reed not too far behind. He's not that far away. He's going to win not only this race, but also take the inaugural mini rookie title here at Karting Genk after what's been a great first season for the young man. But the checkered flag will wave this time. 16 races ago, this man started a trek and he's done the perfect score of the season. Jacob Ashcroft, it's the perfect year for the 122 from Western Supermare. Second is Felipe Reyes. Third, it's Lars Lambers. Fourth, it's Rory Armstrong. Thomas Verheyen in fifth. But look who's celebrating. Jack Freeman becomes the inaugural B&L Karting Series Minimax Rookie Champion. He wanted to race all the way through the season. Jack, Simon and the rest of the family, I know you are absolutely having kittens right now. You are absolutely bounding off the ceiling. And by my calculations, Roberto family, you've got to be proud. Even with what happened to Maria on the opening lap, she provisionally, by my calculations, picks up, I think, third in the championship, but we will confirm that in due course. But let's have a look at the results. Jacob Ashcroft gets the perfect score. 14 maximum scores this season with a total of 770 points. Ahead of Felipe Reyes. Lars Lambers and Rory Armstrong, it's nip and tuck, but I think Lambers might have just gotten second in the championship standings. But we'll wait for official ratification on that. Thomas Verheyen in fifth. Jack Freeman, your inaugural Minimax Rookie Champion in 2023, takes 6 ahead of Tom Reed. Maxime Becker. You know what? Commiserations, but well done to quite a few other drivers as well. Jonathan Valkenburg, Otto, Lieke van Berkel rounds out the top 10. Victor Reitz, Jakob Kubera, Samir Paul having a great run in 13th. Jeff Verbeek, Pauline Van Plet, Finn Albert Jorgensen. You know what? That young Dane is going to be a force to be reckoned with very, very soon in the next couple of years. Finishes in 16th.